I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden, everybody stands up, holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? Trying to watch a game here. You know, no, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the rest of it. I just think it's
so... do you ever get insulted that many movies... Yeah. I mean, I imagine you do. Yeah. Do you ever get insulted that Germans are always the bad guys in movies?
No. Do you know why?
Why?
I mean, have you Wikipedia'd Germany history before?
If Germans play bad guys in all the other films, who plays bad guys in Germany?
Germans.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. We are very self-aware. Who should play bad? We should play the bad guy.
Never stand and say, may I have a whole host of prostitutes under any situation.
Yeah. There's no situation where that would be justified.
I don't believe so. Maybe 800 years ago. But
if you were a sultan.
Yes, then you could do it.
A Bedouin sultan riding about on a camel would say, bring me my courtesans, my prostitutes.
Courtesan sounds better.
It does, doesn't it? But the job's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell yourself you're a courtesan in the shower while you're washing away the guilt. I'm a courtesan! The sweet smell of courtesan on my fingertips.
Okay.
And I was talking on the phone to my mom, and Nolte sits down next to me. He's like, oh, you talking to your mama? And I was like, yeah. He's like, Happy Mother's Day. And I was like, oh, would you mind telling her that yourself? I know that's obnoxious, but it's Nolte, right?
Sure, yeah.
So he's like, okay, yeah. So I give him the phone, and he's like, Happy Mother's Day. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, you take care now. And he handed the phone back to me, and I was like, okay, bye, Mom, love you. And I hung up the phone, and he looks at me, he's like, your mama thinks I'm Gary Busey.
And the conversations always went the same way. And I'd say, hello, Mum, it's John. Oh, she said, hello, John, how are you? I said, I'm fine, Mum, how are you? And then she would, with a sort of sense of surprise, she'd say, well, I'm just a little bit down this week. Oh. And I don't know why she was surprised, because she was just a little bit down this week for 50 years. It's not very much fun being 92, I think, because, you know, all the people at the home are dying around you like flies, you know? You're just sort of chatting to someone, and then you go up and get your custard and come back, and he's dead. Mum, I have an idea. And she said, oh, what is that? And I said, look, if you're still feeling this way next week, I have a friend in Fulham, and I could give him a call if you like, but only if you like. And he could come down and kill you. Me, well, not one time. She was always saying to me, you'll miss me when I've gone. You know, it used to irritate me.
Yeah, you'll miss me when I'm gone.
Miss me when I'm gone, and who knows, maybe I will one day, I don't know. On this occasion, I said, no, I won't, and I don't, because I was fed up with it, you know.
Yeah, sure.
And she said, why not? And I thought, whoops. So I got across the line. I said, because, Mum, I said, when you die, I am going to a taxidermist and having you stuffed. And I said, and I'm going to keep you in a glass case by the front door. And every time I go out, I shall say, bye, Mum. So that's why I won't
Hello,
miss
Mum.
you.
Bye, Mum.
But the lovely thing was she was delighted.
Yeah.
She was absolutely delighted. She went round the elderly person's residence saying to people, yes, when I die, my son's going to have me stuff.
Because I actually like Florida State, but that tomahawk chop thing, drives me nuts. And it has nothing to even do with the Native American thing. It's the fact that they do it every, like, 3 seconds. They form a huddle, and all of a sudden the band starts playing, and everybody in the crowd's like, like, and they never get sick of it. It's like the band knows one song. It's like, I got it. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that is, like, Native Americans never even did that. Like, white people came up with that in, like, the 1920s when they were making, like, they first got sound in movies. Like, what do they sound like? I don't know. They got some moron on the set also just goes going, that sounds good. Put some rouge on his face and have him do it with an axe. This will be great. It's like, I don't know how you...
No.
And even if I was the biggest Florida State fan ever, like, even, like, halfway through the first quarter, I'm tapping out. It's like, can we get another song going here?
Yeah, something.
I don't know. I think I made the point.
Yeah, you made the point. Where is your fat, specifically?
Well, my body's like the apartment of a drug dealer. Like, at first you're like, there's no cash here, but then you, like, tear open the couch and there's 900,000.
It's like men who drive, like, have midlife crisis and will drive like a red car, a sports car.
Do you think that's true? Do you think if you see a man driving like a red, expensive sports car, it means he's got a small penis?
Absolutely.
That's good to know.
I mean, haven't you ever seen Jay Leno riding in that red car?
People compensate, yeah.
Where's my cue cards?
The full Hospital for Special Surgeries report on my hip and pelvis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
What every man wants to hear.
Frontal view. It's not... It's unremarkable.
The winner would get to do a live show here. A 3-minute act on your show. The great... That's a good...
The show that makes you cry when you have to go on it.
Yeah.
That's your big reward.
Yeah. Why should I be the only one that suffers? So they get the chance to come on here, and maybe someone's watching from a real channel.
Yes, Animal Planet may see it. And go like, I'm telling you, I was up last night.
Or just someone who runs a pub gig that might go... Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Were you in a band called Hole Shot?
Yeah. The guy on the left is, like, hanging his head in shame, knowing that in 20 years this was going to be on a talk show. The guy on the right is just afraid he's going to get hit by the title.
Yeah. Were you guys good?
Going right over there. But you just, like, set this bar so high that from then on, the cast was just eating scraps from your table.
Yeah. As an actor.
I talked to Joaquin Phoenix about your part on the thing. He said that your depiction of a talk show host made him want to shoot you in the eye.
That Jim Carrey documentary on Netflix where he's, for that Andy Kaufman movie, where he was in character. You saw it?
Yeah.
Because he's in character 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never breaks character. I watched that documentary in character.
Really?
My character hated it.
Your character didn't like it?
My character thought it was just narcissistic and pretentious.
Like the Middle Ages, it was just easier because, like, you just lived in a small village. You didn't know there was another village. You know what I mean? You never left.
Yeah.
You just like married whoever was in your village of a similar age that wasn't dead yet. You know what I mean? Like, they were simpler times.
Yes.
And you didn't worry about what you were wearing, or you didn't, you weren't going, hey, Andy, is there any, how's my breath? You just, you know what I mean? Everyone's breath was terrible because the harvest failed and they had to eat their dogs. It's like, that was just taken. There was no gum. There was no, you didn't go to restaurants, like maybe, you just married a woman, and then like you met a woman on a Wednesday, you were married on a Friday, and she was having kids by the following Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? Because you had to get the kids out before winter came, and because they were all gone. You were losing 3 or 4.
This is terribly dark.
But it was happier times. It was simpler times.
You're right. Happier, much happier
and you
times.
just lived happily ever after until, in a dream world, both of you got plague and died. That was the best you could hope for. That was a beautiful marriage.
Last time I was here, we got in a bath together.
I don't remember that.
No. Nor do I. It probably didn't happen then.
No, it didn't happen. There's no way that you and I took off our clothes and got into a bathtub.
Wow.
And I was wearing American boxers, and you were wearing European Speedos.
You do remember it really well, don't you?
I was on your lap.
Keep your hands on the table while you...